Language Arts with you. This page is called Race Car Contractions, and the first thing I do is always the same. I take out my pencil and I write down my name. I already said the sound is on, so you don't need to be raising your hand frantically. All right. So it says cut and paste the contraction to its correct race car driver. So we've been talking about contractions. Contractions are when we take two words, we take out some letters, and we make a smaller version of the word. A lot of times when we're talking, we talk with contractions all the time, and we don't even realize that we're doing it. Sometimes when we're writing, it gets a little bit trickier. So we're practicing them this week so that we can get really good at it. We'll practice some more when we come back from our break, okay? So I'm going to start by taking my scissors here, and I'm going to zing off this whole side here so that I have a nice rectangle page with a clean cut on the edge. And then I'll go around the outside tracks of my words here and get rid of all the extra white paper that I do not need, okay? So getting rid of this. Excuse me. Getting rid of this. Okay, so these go in the garbage. I don't just throw them on the floor. Some of the kids in the classroom have had a really hard time lately of remembering to throw their things away. They tend to leave them on the floor. So we're working on getting those to the trash. And now we're going to look at each of the sets of words in the box, and we're going to decide what contraction we can make using those two words, okay? So let's take a look. The first two words are cannot. I cannot go with you to the party. I cannot. If I were to make that a contraction, put can and not together to make a shorter word that means the same thing as cannot, what would my contraction be, Amelia? Can't. I can't go. So right here I see C-A-N apostrophe T. So I know that's the contraction for cannot. That spells can't. I'm very carefully going to cut so that I don't drop my other pieces on the floor. I can't tell you how many times, boys and girls, someone comes up to me and says, I lost this one. Well, you need to pay attention and take care of your things. Don't let it fly off your desk onto the floor. Keep your things in a nice, neat pile. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of can't. And I will glue can't here in the box underneath cannot to show that cannot, when put together, makes the contraction can't. Awesome. Let's try this next one. Let us. Let us go outside and play today. Let us have dinner now. I'm starving. What would be the contraction for let us? Let's go outside. Let's have dinner. So here's the contraction, let apostrophe S. That stands for let us. So I will put some glue on the back. And I will put it here so that we know that let us make the contraction let's. Let's do one more. Hey, I just used a contraction. Let's do one more. This one says here is. Okay, here is the paper you asked me for. Here is the first grade classroom. Here is my glue stick. What would the contraction for here is be if I put them together to make a smaller word that means the same thing? What? Yeah. Here's the glue stick. Here's the classroom. Exactly. So I'm going to find the contraction here's. And again, I'm going to be careful when I cut that I don't let these other words fall onto the floor. Keep them in a nice pile. I'll put some glue on the back of here's. And I will stick it right there to know that here is, make the contraction here's. Now you're going to continue with the rest of the race car contractions. Read the two words. Figure out which contraction those two words can make when put together. And then when you're done, you can color all the little race car drivers. They're super cute. Okay? So have fun with this, boys and girls. Remember that contractions are things that we use every day in our speaking. And now we're learning how to read and write them as well. Okay? Bye, friends at home. Bye.